Welcome, film buffs, TV buffs, music buffs, all buffs. Welcome to BUFFD. Today's body of work that we'll be looking at is a song I consider a part of my top 10 favorite songs of all time, and that is Like a Stone by Audioslave. Almost confused it with Soundgarden. Probably should have double checked that. Just gonna double check it now. Like a Stone. Wait, let me. Okay, it is Audioslave. Just double checking. So this song is very, very special to me because I heard it once and I listened to it a lot. I loved it so much. And then I listened to it after I'd looked up the meaning of the song, because it has such a, and here's the thing, it's a very simple song. Oh, should I address the situation? Let me address the situation. I just unplaited my hair. Check. Okay, that's addressed. Secondly, this setup, nightmare. It's one thing after the other. As simple as it looks, this took a lot of work, and this is the best I could do. This is the best I could do, and I recorded, I think on Friday or whenever I recorded, and I went to my phone and it didn't save. I recorded for 30 minutes and none of it saved. So this is more of like a whim, this kind of recording, and even the song, I didn't plan on talking about it yet, but it's on my mind. So we're gonna be dissecting these lyrics. The song is so beautiful. Even when you listen to it, it is so very beautiful. And first of all, Audioslave. What a cool name for a band. I wish if I had a band that would be like, that's the name, Audioslave. Perfect. It's perfect. I'm so jealous of that name, you have no idea. I've thought about if I were in a band, what I would name the band, and it's just like they took the name. They took the name, right? The vocals on the song are the instrumental, the guitar solo, the everything. The song is perfect. It is quite literally perfect. Wouldn't change a thing. Now, as far as I'm concerned, what the meaning of the song is has been, like, I think one of the band members, I don't know if it was Tom Morello, I'll look it up now, but one of the members said it was something else earlier on, and then Chris Cornell, before his passing, also explained what it was about. So I'm gonna base it on Chris Cornell's explanation of the song. You know what else I was thinking? My mind is all over the place, so if I keep jumping in circles, don't worry, we'll get to where we need to get to. But I'm thinking of starting a Twitch where I can actually play the music and things like that without worrying about XYZ on this app. So that's what I'd like to do. I want to react to music sometimes. I just want to revisit music and vibe. I thought that would be fun. I just need to figure out how to work Twitch. There's just certain apps I can't use because they look so complicated. Even if they aren't, it's a good thing I'm lazy, because otherwise I'd be on my phone 24/7. Okay, so let's look at the lyrics first of all. Sometimes these lyrics aren't even correct. I don't know who makes these lyrics or who like jots down the lyrics onto Google, but sometimes it's incorrect. It's actually a very, very short song, and I urge you to listen to it. Just the first time I heard it, it was beautiful because it sounded beautiful. On the second listen, it was the lyrics that captivated me, because then I was thinking about what could the song possibly be talking about, because I kept hearing, I would like my ears would vocalize certain lyrics, like room by room, patiently. That one really stood out to me. I'll wait for you there like a stone. I was like, is this a love song? That's what I thought it was at first listen, right? Let's go through these lyrics. On a cobweb afternoon in a room full of emptiness. Now what does that mean? Cobweb afternoon. Like an afternoon that isn't busy or something? Cobweb afternoon. Yeah, cobweb afternoon meaning. What? That is the place where he dreams he dies alone. What? Okay, I'm a bit confused. These lines describe, let's go to lyricsstories.com. It says here, okay, these lines describe a dusty, empty place. It feels like a cheap motel room by a highway. The person is alone, flipping through a book, looking for answers or a distraction. Oh my goodness. Okay, I want to come back to this website. I like the way it's analyzed it. But yeah, I'm assuming, I first want to see how I understand the song, how I understood the song, but I'm assuming that it just means on a cobweb afternoon there's not much going on, kind of like a what are those weird, in like Western movies there's always that plant or whatever that literally walks through or runs through the place. What is that plant? Plant that flies, no, not flies, that rolls across desert. There it is. What is it? No, tumbleweed. There we go. It's kind of like, I'm guessing that's what the cobweb afternoon is referring to here. In a room full of emptiness, by a freeway, I confess I was lost in the pages. That stood out to me. I was lost in the pages, because then I was like, what are we talking about? Because I thought this was about love, and I love how clear you can hear the singing as well. Very, very clear vocals, which I really appreciate. On a book full of death, reading how we'll die alone, and if we're good, we'll lay to rest anywhere we wanna go. Wow. The song's so deep. A book full of death stood out to me, because what are we talking about? A book full of death. I honestly didn't know what that meant. Reading how we'll die alone, and if we're good, we'll lay to rest anywhere we wanna go. That makes you think of heaven, obviously. In your house I long to be, room by room patiently. I'll wait for you there like a stone. I'll wait for you there alone. I thought that was romantic at first, but then I'm like, maybe it's that kind of creepy song. There are some weird song lyrics out there. I'll make a video on that. Like You're Beautiful by whoever it's by. It's giving that, right? But I thought it was romantic. Like, I'll wait patiently for you, my lover, no matter what, you know. And on my deathbed, I will pray to the gods and the angels, like a pagan to anyone who will take me to heaven. So then I was like, okay, there's something religious going on here. To a place I recall, I was there so long ago. The sky was bruised, the wine was bled, and there you led me on. After that line, I thought maybe this is a heartbreak song, but this person is still saying, I'll wait for you there like a stone, you know, kind of like that song by Hosea, of Unreal Unearth. I can't remember the name. Is it Oh no, is it No One? Unreal, Unearth, Hosea. I need the track list. I'll tell you the song now on Hosea's. I just need to see all the songs quickly. There's a song here. It was one of my favorites at the beginning. Unknown slash NTH by Hosea. I thought it was trying to get that kind of message across, right, when I first heard it. So that's what I thought initially that this is what the song is about. And on I read until the day was gone, and I sat in regret of all the things I've done. This is one of my favorite verses. For all that I've blessed and all that I've wronged, in my dreams until my death I will wander on. These are really, really powerful lyrics. I don't know why. I'm very familiar with musicians and songwriters that write marvelous things that you just wonder how, Billy Joel, Hosea, Kendrick Lamar for me with rap, even Doechii, who else was I thinking of? Jeff Buckley, Fiona Apple. I marvel at what they can write, right? And this is so simple, but when you think about the context of the song, even if you don't know what the meaning of the song is, envision someone reading until the day was gone, sitting in regret of all the things they've done. So this is someone reflecting. For all that I've blessed and all that I've wronged, right? Thinking about what they've done. In my dreams until my death, I will wander on. That line's a bit confusing for me. Let's see what this app says quickly. This website, I mean. Yeah. Nope, that's not it. Where was that? Yeah, here. These lines speak to both the good and bad done in life. Neither brings peace. They're stuck wandering, possibly spiritually lost, unable to find peace or closure. It suggests they might carry this uncertainty right until the moment they die. That's interesting. So in my dreams until my death I will wander on. I don't think it necessarily means they aren't at peace with this thought. I think it just means it is something that they think of constantly. And I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily, but okay. Really cool website, by the way. What website is this? lyricstories.com. Cool, I like how it analyzed it. And then it goes on. In your house I long to be, room by room. Patiently I wait for you there, like a stone I'll wait for you there. Alone. Very beautiful, right? Like writing. So then we can look up the meaning, right? Like a stone. Meaning. Okay. So I don't even remember where I necessarily found the meaning, to be honest. I cannot remember where it mentioned about. Okay, this random website says a song about a man waiting to die and hoping to meet someone in heaven. That's interesting. I never would have thought of it as meeting someone in heaven. Now I just realized I don't even know where. Oh no, I don't remember which website I saw that on. Oh no. Okay, let's see. So one might probably think that Like a Stone is a regular love song. Yes. The song, as Chris Cornell explained, was about death. Chris spoke about the song being about someone who's sitting in a hotel room contemplating death, where you go after you die, what it means, and what are the various possibilities of that. If one has been good enough, one might go to heaven, as a lot of philosophical stories talk about good people going to heaven after they die. Well, religious stories. So the guy sitting in the hotel room has lost all his friends. He's waiting for death to happen to him, and meanwhile he is contemplating. Okay, right, even the band member Tim Comerford originally thought it was a typical love song. Yeah. Where's your ya? Okay. Anyway, that was heavenforblog.com. Interesting name. I literally don't remember where I'd seen that. Oh, I wish I was paying attention when I looked at what the song was about, but I can't find it. No. Okay, I can't find it. I don't know why my camera, my phone, I don't know why this whole thing insists on breaking my heart. Because I just recorded. I turned off the camera just so I could find the website I wanted for Like a Stone, right? And then I recorded again, or so I thought. Turns out it didn't record the whole other half. Who knows how long? But you know what? I don't care. Just gonna keep powering through. I won't let it break my faith. So yeah, I just recorded, and well, I thought I recorded more about Like a Stone. Turns out it didn't get anything, and I ended up talking about Disney and the remakes and things like that, and it got none of that. So okay, whatever, it's fine. I don't remember where I left off now, but so I was trying to look for a specific website that I found a more religious breakdown of Like a Stone. Keep in mind, I'm not religious. And I was saying I couldn't find it. But what I remember from that, I don't know if it was a website, a video, I don't know where I was looking, but I just remember the lyrics like, in your house I long to be room by room patiently. There's something in the Bible about this room by room line. I wonder, and I think that's what that website, whatever it was saying, was that it placed it in a religious context within the Bible, saying this room by room are the rooms of this house. I assume it's heaven. I think that's what it was saying. And this room by room is the room or the space in heaven saved for this person, right? And then there was another line that had some religious, I mean, this whole thing has religious context, right? I was lost in the pages, a book full of death, reading how we'll die alone. That's a very interesting line, and I don't think there's an analysis that really gets into that line specifically, how we'll die alone. And on my deathbed I will pray to the gods and angels like a pagan to anyone who will take me to heaven. Wow, it's almost like a plea or a cry for help. To a place I recall I was there so long ago. The sky was bruised, the wine was bled, and there you led me on. That line as well. The sky being bruised, the wine was bled. That one is obvious with the Christian Bible. And there you led me on. That's another line I find interesting. And there you led me on. In your house I long to be. Even the tone of the song itself, there's like a shift, right? Obviously, once we get to the what do you call this again? Excuse me. Is it the I forgot what you call that. Is it the bridge, or I don't know what this is called, but here it shifts even the sound of the song, right? And on I read until the day was gone. It does, like the song itself shifts. It's so beautiful. Sorry, I'm just bummed out because I just explained everything and now I'm trying to remember what I was talking about, what I'm supposed to talk about. It's so annoying. It's just so annoying. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed in many ways. Many ways. Okay, so anyways, let's go through this website again. Well, I went through it already. But, so it says the lines describe a dusty, empty place. It feels like a cheap motel room by a highway. Oh, this is lyricstories.com, by the way. The person is alone, flipping through a book, looking for answers or distraction. The book full of death likely refers to the Bible. Many motel rooms have one, and here it feels cold rather than comforting. The lyrics suggest that no matter how well you live, death is lonely. The book offers hope in the idea of laying to rest anyway, but only if you've been good enough. Wow, this is a good essay. Oh my goodness. This is like how they wish we wrote in philosophy. In my philosophy class, or my English rather, in literature, this is how they want us to like analyze the stories, but it shows doubt about whether peace is actually achievable. The chorus is about longing for connection. The house might suggest heaven or spiritual refuge. Moving through it, room by room, echoes biblical language like the idea of many rooms in God's house. It shows the person searching for belonging, hoping there's a place prepared for them. The image of a stone suggests something weighty, unmoving, and enduring. These lines suggest the person is prepared to wait forever, locked in place, even if no one ever comes to meet them. Verse 2, praying for something, anything. At the end of life, the desperation sharpens. There's no loyalty to unbelief or faith. It's a plea to anyone who might listen, divine or otherwise. The person doesn't care who answers, only that someone might offer peace. The bruised sky and wine was bled likely point to the crucifixion. Dark skies, blood spilled, and sacrifice. Feels like the person is remembering how they were pulled in using these symbols. Being led on suggests that the person embraced the faith. There we go. Suggests that the person embraced the faith at that moment, drawn in by these powerful symbols, but now they see it as something that misled them or left them unfulfilled. Oof. Wow. I don't know, even when I listen to this song, I just feel different. Like it feels so beyond me, the lyrics. I don't know. It's just, it's a very beautiful song. Even if you interpret it as a love song, it's still very, very beautiful, or some kind of love song. So this website also gives us songs that are similar to it. Hurt by 9 Inch Nails, The End by The Doors, Shadow of Day by Linkin Park, Waiting Around to Die by Tony's Van Zandt. I don't know how to say that. But yeah, anyway, I think it's a very beautiful song, and I think it is an underrated song. Even though it is a very popular song, I still think it's underrated. I think it should be taught in school. In the literature class, I think at university this is what we should be learning about in literature. Like a Stone by Audioslave, because it is so beautiful. Songwriters are Tom Morello, Timothy Comerford, Christopher Canal, Brad J. Walk. And it's hard rock. The album is hard rock. I'm trying to remember what I was talking about, but I'm blanking a bit now. Unfortunate. I couldn't find the exact place where I saw how they talked about the Bible and all of that. This website was close enough, but there was a specific place I wish I remembered where they looked at they even took out quotes from the Bible and like matched it with the song and analyzed it. It was such a beautiful analysis, and I just don't know where it is now. And what sucks is that I'm gonna find it after I film this. But yeah, very, very beautiful song. Let's just try this website, see what it says. Okay, it says nothing. Wow, okay, it says nothing. Oh, okay, that's awesome. So yeah, I'm not finding it, but that's okay. I promise you I'll keep talking about the song. I will find a way to talk about the song again. Definitely. But yeah, I'll end it there with Like a Stone for now. Obviously, this is my second episode for the podcast, and that is not because I wanted it to be that way, but because school has been kicking ass. Yeah, school has been a nightmare. I haven't had time to film as much as I've wanted to, so I'm just really trying to get myself in the motion. This episode a bit random and not as planned as the other scripts. Like I said, I just felt called to talk about Like a Stone. I didn't have a script for it. I didn't have an idea of just what I wanted to talk about for it, so this is just on the spot, and that's okay. I'll allow it. But I was talking about the lack of. I love how the music industry is at a very not creative, yes, creative, but very experimental place, because the movie industry, the film industry seems to be lacking in that aspect. It feels like every now and then, we talk about a movie and it feels like there's nothing like it, right? Like a Nora, or what movies have come out recently that have been really wow. I think series, maybe like White Lotus, Yellow Jackets. I'm trying to think of a movie that has really just been like a wow factor of a movie. I could name a few, I'm sure. Maybe Baby Girl, people have been talking about that one not too long ago, things like that. My point is that the fact that you can name the movies that are creative or out there, right, is scary to me. Oh no, I don't know what's going on today. Forgot to put the phone on Do Not Disturb. Alas, remove. I just pray that recorded this time. Yeah, I was just saying, the point is, I shouldn't be able to name the amount of great movies being made, right? If you think about, because yesterday I was watching Sleepless in Seattle it's my first time ever watching it, and it made me cry, and I question if it's that good of a movie. I mean, it is, but it's kind of like when I watched Ghost last year for the first time, the 90s movie, and it felt so new to me, and it just makes me realize how much of a slump we're in. They're feeding us crumbs, quite literally, because Ghost is a great movie. I love it so much, but it's not, how can I explain it? It shouldn't feel unique or new, but it feels like stories back then were taking more of a risk than stories now, than movies now. Sleepless in Seattle is so simple, but it is so refreshing and it feels so different. They aren't giving us movies, if we're being honest. They're giving us remakes. And look, this is a tired discussion, right? About the remakes, the reboots, the whatever. It is a tired discussion. But until you watch an old movie and it blows your mind, you really realize how necessary this discussion is. Because it's like, oh, they aren't giving us much at all. And I know why, right? There are many reasons. It's safer for them. It's the cash cow, basically. And they just aren't taking risks. I wish there were more people in the industry willing to take risks and give movies and films the respect they deserve, and shows, I mean. Because more than ever, experimenting is paying off. Anora showed us that. Even with music right now, the experimenting, the tryhards, it's paying off, right? And I say try hard in the best way. So it just sucks that the music, the film industry seems to not have caught up yet with that. I thought we would be done by now with the biographies and all of this. Now there's a Beatles one. The only one I like is the one with Zendaya in it about the Ronettes. That one I like because not everyone knows the story and how much Tony and how much. If you've heard the song I Can Handle Change, I looked into that song and the meaning and all of these things. Very, very sad things. Very, very sad life. But whatever. Not my story to tell, right? I think that one's beautiful. I think what we forgot about biographies is that there's not supposed to be a lot of them, number one. Number two, okay, I forgot what my second point was. There was a second point, I forgot it. But whatever. I'm just so exasperated that I have to keep watching old movies because there aren't any new ones that are doing it like they are. My comfort shows are still Gilmore Girls, and I'm finishing up Sex and the City, and it's breaking my heart knowing that I'm gonna finish that show and not have a good show to watch for a while. I've been watching White Lotus, which has also been a really good show, but what saddens me is that it doesn't feel like there's a show that can comfort me even. You know, my comfort watches are old stuff, nothing new. We just don't branch out to target markets anymore. Like when we make movies, I'm pretty sure or at least this is how they taught us in film school, was that you're supposed to always have a target audience. That way you're making a bunch of movies for a bunch of different people. But if your target audience as a company or a production company or whatever is purely everyone, like if the goal is to just get the most amount of views, people watching, and to get the highest grossing on box office, then your audience is just everyone. There's no one niche, and that's what we're practically in, because no one's catering to the indie to make indie movies. No one's making comedies. No one's making rom-coms. Everything is so scarce that when a rom-com is made, like what was it? Was it No Hard Feelings? Or no, not that one. Was the other one with Glenn Powell? I don't know if that was a good rom-com, but from what I could tell, it wasn't good. It was just, there's nothing else. So by today's measures, it's good enough, you know, and that's not, we're being fed crumbs, basically. It's a tired conversation, I hate it, but it's necessary because look at how much stuff is being regurgitated, even now. I thought we would leave that last year, but new year, same old Hollywood, and it's so frustrating. Oh, And I just know there's people at home sitting with scripts and with playwrights and with brilliant things that don't have the funds to do this. So it's disappointing when your Disneys and your these big companies that can afford to take the risks don't take the risks anymore. Not enough funds for the indie directors who wanna come out. Like the last one I watched was what was that? I saw the TV glow. Once in a while, guys. Like, what is happening? How do we get once in a while type of fun, genius, different things? Bottoms was another comedy. Once in a while. It's every once in a while. It used to not be like this. It's so disappointing. It's saddening. I don't know when they'll catch up. I do not know. But whatever. I'll end it there.